Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, the NOA President, Dr. Anderson. Information and now Nigerian Medical Association representing the Nigerian Medical Association, Professor Bala M. Audu. Doctor, you're very much welcome. Or two, they would entertain us while we await the admission of new members into the National Optometric Association. The police live band, please, a minute or two to usher in the new members into the national. In 2-3 minutes, we'll get this done so that we can listen to the chairman's speech for this occasion. We'd like to bring in
exercise today, country, being the young fellows, they couldn't come here to IBADAN. So a lot of them will be joining us. They have been given their provisional license. After this exercise, they will now be given permanent membership certificate of the Nigerian Optometric Association. So a round of applause for these few who have come across various institutions and various universities and are going to be formally admitted as members them to this body, to the body of the Nigerian Optometric Association as our new. And so after that, their names and their certificate as full members will be sent into their email. So on behalf of the Nigerian Optometric Association, as the president of the Nigerian Optometric Association, I wish to present to this body the members conference, Vision Expo, these new members of our association, having fulfilled all the requirements and having gone through their internship, are now full conference, Vision Expo, these new members of our association, having fulfilled all the requirements and having gone through their internship, are now full qualified to become full members, active members of the Nigerian Optometric Association. Please, a round of applause for them. And as we do that, they will pass through here one after the other. You just mention your name and your university where you graduated from. So while the music is going on a low key, please, in a jiffy, just go through. Okay, just go through like this. Mention your name and your university where you graduated from. So while the music is going on a low key, please, in a jiffy, just go through. Okay, just go through like this. You come up here, or okay, they can do it now. Do it there, please. Your name, your institution, and where you did your internship.
Good afternoon.
Loud.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Dr. Ogechukwu Norris. I schooled at Imo State University, Owerri, and I did my internship at Corporate Eye Clinic. Thank you.
Thank you. Fast.
My name is Dr. Kemakla Makoma. I graduated from Abia State University. I did my internship in FMC Makurdi. My name is Dr. Shne Apalamaka. I graduated from University of Benin City, and I did my internship at Ministry of Health and University.
My internship at the Ondo State Hospital Management Board at Akure. My name is Dr. Roy Gwele. I finished from University of Benin, and I did my internship at the Delta State University Teaching Hospital.
My name is Dr. Blessing Mekuye. I graduated from UNIBEN. I did my internship at
Dr. Priscilla Oluchigebro. I did my internship at Meron Health Center under Dr. Vivian Odika. I'm a student. Okay. I graduated from Madonna University.
Thank you very much. So, members, what do we say to them? A round of applause for them.
And as you go back, try and shake like 2 to 3 members of members of the association. So we welcome you. Thank you for joining us. Shake like 2 to 3 members of We Will Back. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, the former Deputy Governor of the Igbo State, representing the Chinese occasion, Kyle Fahmy, former Deputy of the State, will be coming to this restaurant to deliver the keynote address of the chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in with. Thank you very much. Let's give the applause to Watch Your Step, mommy. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Good. Once again, let's appreciate our mommy as she delivers the keynote address.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I have to obey him and get myself ready. Then when he said, because of Dr. Eniola Ajayi, I'm here before you today. I have my eyes open with beautiful glasses. In terms of concrete improvements, other obstacles militating against improved health conditions and universal with primary and secondary levels of care. Health social inequities and universal access. Like the age-old saying goes, health is wealth. Healthcare is a social service and is essential for sustainable economic production. Indeed, Good health is a priceless resource in the economic life of households, communities, and nations. This cycle is so important that health can no longer be regarded as a social service alone. Financial contribution. A top goal, responsiveness to people's expectations in regards to non-health matters. Missions, which they embarked on, which took place from 2019, just before the COVID-19 pandemic. Even it has started as early as 2012, 2014. The free admission was designed to consolidate the free health services to all the citizens of the state. It assures better these health services, free health services, compared with higher levels of care. Free We continue to improve in this area with the development of the mega depot at our central medical service. We were faced with human resource challenges and lack of modern equipment. Besides, they were beset by infrastructural decay. And this we all touched when we are in office. Social inequities in the state. We actively dealt with these issues too in the areas of education. We provided free education of secondary school. We embarked on similar activities with regard to women empowerment, gender equity, and greed. Impact on child. In this framework, sustainable healthcare gains can only be achieved when we address the social dimensions within which or the environment, among other variables, have to be addressed. And I believe that even adequate nutrition can also affect our vision for issues such as these have been addressed but can still be addressed better. Without this so, health sector
and Obafemi Awolowo University, respectively, a doctorate in war studies from King's College, University of London, and is a fellow of the Center for Peace and Conflict Studies, University of the President, Kenya, Madagascar. from city to the brain gain are two opposite terms, which implies loss on one side and free living on the other side. It means the movement of skilled workers out of their countries of origin. This movement is largely occasioned by search for greener pasture, suitable working conditions, higher salaries, and sometimes for access to advanced technologies, as submitted by better standard of living and quality of life and more favorable conditions from different places. Brain drain could be from developing to developed economies in search of what is commonly regarded as a greener pasture. The issue on the economy and productivity at workplaces of developing nations. In 2023, a survey conducted by Philips Consulting indicated that 52% of the professionals in Nigeria are 80 million people. I turn to brain drain and optometric practice. It must be understood that the idea of brain drain is not new to Nigeria and it's a global phenomenon. The issue, however, is that the idea is not bringing forth positive rewards to Nigeria. According to the fourth global study on international mobility trend in places in Nigeria, I hope this will opportunities as reasons for JAPA. It all factors and constitute part of the brain drain's diverse effects. According to the study of international mobility trends, Nigerians are more inclined to work overseas in the following 10 countries: Germany, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, at least Professor Oluwo can confirm that, Switzerland, France, UK, USA, Australia, and Canada. This represents a little shift from the study conducted in 2020, which indicated that Nigerians were seeking employment in the Netherlands ranked 8th, New Zealand ranked 9th, and Ireland ranked 10th. A high care sector. Many optometrists have left Nigeria in search of greener pastures in countries such as the USA, UK, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and Australia. This has led to a reduction in the number of optometrists in Nigeria, reducing manpower and ultimately affecting the timely delivery of quality high services. This puts a lot of pressure on the remaining optometrists. It leaves several employers in dilemma, as they are oftentimes given a short notice before optometrists leave their practices. Despite this effect on the manpower and the economy, this migration leads to the transfer of new skills if they decide to return. It encourages abroad will have access to more state-of-the-art facilities and their utilization. It will also lead to financial empowerment as they earn more when they travel. Many will also have access to global opportunities and stages and participate in global researches and inventions which will put Nigeria on a global pedestal. The sad story, however, is that most of these professionals that are leaving our shores to developed economies do not go there to practice the professions, but rather do menial jobs that they cannot do here. And that is why we must, as a country, consciously, deliberately put measures in place to ensure that we retain them here so that we can gain from what we have spent on them in terms drawn to the big state optometrists. Residents in rural areas might be forced to seek care from traditional healers, which might even worsen their programs because they do not have the intention to stay in the country for long and will not see the need to participate in such activities. Consequently, if the experienced and skilled optometrists leave the country, low experienced optometrists and even quacks
posing as optometrists will emerge and will create a bad image for optometry in Nigeria. And of course, Dr. Akiawa has called attention to what your organization is doing to stem the tide of quackery. This will in turn affect the quality of eye care services rendered, prevent the attainment of the vision for universal eye care. Optometrists might end up leaving the profession and begin to engage in other activities that might not be so demanding. The migration of optometrists not only affects optometric practices, but it also impacts its training institutions. Lecturers also leave for countries that can sponsor their postgraduate training, fund their research, and also offer them newer cutting-edge experiences and a better standard of living. This reduces the number of optometry lecturers available to train young optometrists and might affect the quality of optometrists being produced in years to come. Distinguished optometrists, if brain drain in the healthcare sector is not checked, particularly in the provision of eye care, we may be sliding for blindness crisis. In order to encourage healthcare professionals to stay back at home and entice others in diaspora to come back, the government, in my view, will have to invest in the healthcare sector and ensure that healthcare centers are rehabilitated, well-resourced, and adequately equipped. Implementation of robust remuneration packages is equally important to revamp the sector and, importantly, the eye care delivery. Without any sense of discouragement in view of the JACPA syndrome, continuous professional development should not undermine. Rather, further training should be encouraged. The brain drain syndrome can be positively annexed if the factors that influence professional migration are checked and worked on. This way, professionals will only need to travel for further studies and research and return to Nigeria to build the healthcare sector within the country. Hopefully, these problems contributing to brain drain can be tackled and our health professionals can stay home to attend to the healthcare needs of our citizens while also contributing globally. There is hope. Yes, the professionals who have migrated for several reasons are recoverable assets who can play a part in developing opportunities at home. The recovery process must include opening of diverse and creative conduits. One way to retain professionals in terms of education is that foreign professionals could be annexed to develop innovative graduate education opportunities at home and technology be integrated in areas of national priorities for research and development. In my university, we are looking at virtual laboratories and we have collaborated with a number of universities and institutions outside of Nigeria, and this is paying off. And I believe that it is possible for NOA to also partner in terms of practice with people outside of Nigeria. Ultimately, involving individuals who are living abroad in creating opportunities at home could be added advantage to both the retention and repatriation of national talents. My takeaway and way forward. From the available reports, it is clear that our health care providers, including optometrists, leave the shores of Nigeria to seek for better opportunities. They join the diaspora community and the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission provide statistics on the amount of foreign investment they put back to Nigeria. The first challenge is that the repatriation is not in a structured manner. If possible, strategies should be put in place to ensure that the funds brought back are channeled to the improvement of the healthcare system, especially training and practice. It is also important that those who have decided to go in search of greener pastures think of how they can improve the system they left behind in terms of provision of quality equipment and infrastructures. This may not be easy initially, but a conscious effort in this direction may likely yield positive results. At the level of the association, we need to also take measures to attract them back and especially encourage them to support infrastructural development for training of the students for the profession. No doubt, an invitation by the association will be respected and appropriately treated. At the level of universities, the association can also design programs that will make staying back be attractive, or at least make them want to come back if they go for further studies or work outside of Nigeria. This position is informed by the fact that the developed economies that the healthcare providers are attracted to are developed by the private sectors. Why should it be difficult for NOA incentivize the membership to also provide such opportunities? In conclusion, Japa is not a new phenomenon. The new lexicon is Japada, and it can only be achieved. Thank you. And it can only be achieved through conscious, enduring, and sustainable strategies that will make the optometrists see the need to come back. While it is agreed that government has a big role to play in putting in place policies that will drive businesses, but the private sector has to take measured steps to make the practice of the profession in Nigeria more active. While thanks to them of our guests, and I wish the association a very successful 7th come.
Thank you very much. Well, just a minute, sir. The association recognizes you and thanks you for this opportunity. You've been also excellencies here present. I read the citation of our distinguished as Chancellor. Distinguished as Chancellor. Professor Wahab Olashutala, University of Ilorin, University of Ilorin, October 16. He was elected by his law colleagues as the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association. Not long after joining University of Ilorin, his vibrant industriousness as the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ilorin, he has grown in leaps and bounds, becoming the chairman of the Consortium of Universities in Kwara State, Secretary General of the Association of West African Universities, fellows amongst other accolades for the university. To his ancestral community of Ile-Ife, Professor Egbewale has been a very useful member and leader. He's also the founder of the Egbewale Banjo Foundation, which is a platform for individuals and groups with the hope that a reward that would accrue to these services from Allah will be credited. The professor will have it in twofold. And a report to fellow patients in need of more specialized services like connected to secondary care. Aware of an increase